Oh my gosh, it feels so good to finally have a dance party. Oh my gosh, didn't think it was going to take this long, but we got here, everybody. Huge first win of the season for the Seattle Kraken for season 3. 7 goals, 7 different players. I mean, everybody was getting involved. I mean, it's fantastic, right? Like, we're all taking a moment, we're all freaking out, we're all having a good time, I'm sure. But it was just a really solid performance from everybody, right? We talked about it last time, building off of that solid foundation that they had. Luck's got to turn around at some point. Even Hackstall was getting in on that yesterday, saying that, hey, look, the team's not going to shoot at 2% forever. They certainly aren't, as they came out swinging in this one. Such a fantastic game. Great first win of the season. Just super excited to be here on Postgame Live with all of you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Flat Stick Pub for sponsoring this. I'm sure it is going crazy there with Kraken fans, both coming back from the game to take advantage of that $1 off beers. Right. As well as everybody else just having a great time celebrating the Kraken win, watching it over at Flat Stick Pub at that South Lake Union location. So cool. Definitely glad to have them here and happy to have all of you here as well. Got a super chat here from Cameron. Dylan, faceoffs look like a night and day difference from last year. Biggest reason in your opinion? Plus, let's go 7 goals. All right. So yes, faceoffs are night and day from last year. I think some of it is just the normal progression for young guys like Matty Beniers, right? He's been night and day in the faceoff dot from year to year. But as we see the Kraken win the faceoff battle for the 3rd straight time, Matty Beniers this time a little below 50%, but still 47.4. That's still pretty good for him. The other big thing is just Belmar coming in, right? Not only is he winning faceoffs at a great rate down on the 4th line, but just having him around to teach Matty Beniers, to teach Alexander Wenberg some new tricks, to teach Yanni Gord some new tricks, right? Belmar is one of the best faceoff men in this entire league. And so just having him in the building, having him work with guys during practices, during optional skates, all that kind of stuff, he's going to be able to talk to them, show them some new things. I think that's the biggest difference, is just bringing him in. And what a great goal he had tonight as well, right? That shorty. Oh, fantastic play from him. Really happy to have him on board as one of those 7 players to score a goal for the Kraken tonight. Oh, so exciting. DJ Singleton with the super chat. Thank you very much. I'll be the one to say it. I think Dumo's been solid. You know what? He has very much turned it around. I would say these 2 games in Seattle have been, they've been better for him. I think he probably got back. He probably looked at some tape. He said, look, I could be better. Let me make some adjustments. He's a veteran player. He's won a lot of games in this league. I think that's what he did, was he just got back. He looked at some things and he said, all right, I can do this. I can be better. I can be better. Here's what I can work on. And that's what all great players do. That's what players who have played as long as he has played do. And that's what we saw from him. Gregory, been waiting, man. Been waiting so long for this. For the super chat, for the lemon lime Gatorade time, babe. So happy. The offense has awakened. Cheers. Sorry, if that was a smaller one, I probably would have chugged it, but not sure I could do that one right now. And oh yes, are you looking ahead to Sergeant Pickles super chat? Oh man, it felt so good to do that, Gregory. so happy. Sergeant Pickles with the donation to Dogskoy, Kartye, and Gatorade Fund. Thank you very much, Sergeant Pickles. And yes, I'm not gonna say that this was the difference maker for the Kraken tonight, but Afra, why don't you come over here? Show everybody what you're wearing. Look at that Kraken jersey on Afra. Again, not saying that was the difference maker, but I mean, she really showed up tonight, and the boys responded. That's so get her in there with the Kraken jersey. So I think that might have had something to do with it, just a little bit, right? Schultz with the super chat. Thank you very much. With Schwartz, history, Hayden 4th line, Kartye 2nd line. Depending on how long Jaden Schwartz is going to be out, don't want to think the worst, but given that he didn't come back to the game, you kind of have to start going down that road. I think that it's possible. They did just call up Drew Shore. Maybe he'll probably work into the lineup. We'll see again how long Schwartz is going to be out. Whether or not they need to put him on IR, it opens up the roster spot or not. We'll find out. I do think what this means, though, is somebody will come in for the fourth line. Kartye, I think, probably goes all the way up to the first line to play with Maddie. We saw the chemistry that they had on the Kartye goal. I mean, they just play so well together. We saw it in the postseason last time. I got to think you'd want to put Kartye on that first line with Maddie Beniers. And then you can have Jared McCann drop down to the second line and hopefully provide some offense there playing with Wenberg and I guess now Bjorkstrand. Maybe that means you could reunite the Yanni Gord line together, have Berkey go back up there, play with McCann and Wenberg. That's personally what I would do. I just think Kartye has to play with Maddie Beniers right now. They just look too good together. Light with the super chat. Thank you very much. I see all the super chats here. I'm going to get to them all. I promise. Just going in order. Light, not trying to flex, but I did say after game 2 that we need to lose all 5 before I got worried. So in a way, I kind of superstitioned us to a W. That is right. Light, you did say that. Definitely. You are one of the people known in chat as one of the more optimistic people, even when things seem darkest, right? The light is there. And yeah, no, you were there and the Kraken got it done. And I think we're all excited about that. We were seeing, right? We talked last post game. We were seeing the progression. They had all the shot attempts. They're winning faceoff battles. The PK is playing strong. We were seeing Hackstall shake up the lines a little bit. The foundation was there. We knew something like this had to be coming. And tonight the dam finally broke, as I was saying, had to happen, right? Tammy with the super chat. Thank you very much. Carts done. Fourth line, switching up the lines. Hackstall win. Shorty, power play goals. Joey, treats for Afra. Afra is very, very thankful, as you can see, for the treats. I keep doling them out here for her. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to talk about. I see the next one's about Kartye, so I'll hold off on him for a second. Vince Dunn, I thought this was by far and away his best game of the season. And you know what? Look, he started slow last season too, remember? And then he kind of had that little bit of a talking to from Hackstall in that one game. And then he just turned it on and he didn't stop the entire rest of the season. I would love to see that again from Vince Dunn. I don't see a reason why we couldn't. The fourth line is just playing phenomenal right now. We knew that going into this game. They're keeping it going. They look so good right now. The lines, Hackstall, giving him a little I guess we just got to learn to be patient at the beginning of seasons with Dave Hackstall. It's, I guess, just what we're going to have to remember for next year. Everybody write it down, stick it on a Post-it note. We'll have to remember that one. 2 power play goals. What is that? What? Are you kidding me? I guess the change that Hackstall made for the power play going into this one really kind of worked, just swapping those 2 guys around. And then, yeah, Joey looked great all throughout this one. Yes, there's the goals against and stuff, but I still thought Joey had a really, really solid looking night. And I think having him play as solid as he has through the 2 games that he has gotten means that they're going to be able to spell Philip Grubauer a decent amount this year, which, should the Kraken get to the playoffs, will pay big, big dividends then. I think that's all really, really good stuff. Becca with the big super chat. Thank you so much, Becca. Just carts. Tye Kartye. What more is there to say that Eddie Olczyk didn't already say on the Root Sports broadcast, right? Tye Kartye is such a phenomenal player. Obviously, the story, we all know about that, how great he is. But he is just so great at being able to be the complete package for exactly what the Kraken need, right? He can score a goal on the tap in with a great feed and play from Maddie Beniers. That takes a lot of skill. He's got the skill. He's got that finishing touch. We saw that in the postseason last year. He's got the size to go toe to toe against a very big and physical Carolina blue line. I mean, he's out there having to battle guys like Brent Burns, right? These are some of the strongest players in the National Hockey League, and he's just fighting with them, you know, getting in front of both goaltenders that Carolina Hurricanes had to use in this one. He's screening them. He's causing chaos defensively. He's making things happen net front. Did you notice how like kind of chaotic things were net front in this one? Not used to seeing that. Usually teams can kind of deal with the Kraken, but when that fourth line was out there in this one, they can't. And so much of that is Tye Kartye using his size and using his strength. And he's got that dog in him, Afra, right? And that's what's so great. And then we saw that on display when it came to the defense of Jared McCann going after Lemieux there. Not thrilled about him taking the extra 2 because it was kind of so targeted, but as Eddie Olczyk said, that's one of those things that just it'll endear you to the team. It's going to endear him to the coaching staff, front office. We already knew they already liked him, but it's one of those things that just cements him. Yeah, the kid is just playing with so much confidence. He just goes out there and he just gets it done. And like I said, I want him first line minutes with Matty Beniers. They are just perfect together. They're just perfect together. They need to be playing together. The comic binge, the super chat. Thank you very much. No longer 000. Yes, I got the reference, the Star Wars reference there. Kartye's role needs to expand. Love this channel. You guys are the best. Thanks for the great community you created. You're very welcome. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thanks for having me on your channel, by the way, over the off season to talk about some comic books. Yeah, Kartye role needs to expand. That's what I was just talking about, right? We need Tye Kartye in the lineup more because he can bring that physicality, because he goes out there and he can, he can stand up for guys, all that kind of stuff. But I really think that physicality on that first line is something that they've been missing a little bit as far as being able to have that dedicated net front player. I think Matty Beniers and Jordan Eberle could both benefit from having a player like that. And then just the chemistry that we saw natural from like game one of the postseason. That was what, game 5 of that Colorado series last year. It was just immediate with those three playing together. And then it just seems like whenever they're on the ice together now, that just continues for them. And they just play so well together. So it wouldn't surprise me if Schwartz is going to miss some time. It wouldn't surprise me if we see McCann get bumped down to the second line. Tye Kartye moves his way up. And then I guess it would be Shore who comes in and is next up on the fourth line. DJ Singletone, everyone like the video. Thank you, DJ Singletone, for the reminder there for the second super chat of the night. Speaking of second super chats of the night, Sergeant Pickles, Karts with the first Davy Jones hat. RJ confirmed, dance party, y'all. There we go. First Davy Jones hat of the season. Oh man, that's so good. That's so good. I can't wait to see the picture of Tye Kartye wearing that too, because I mean, not only did he definitely deserve it after this one, he totally earned it. He's got to look good in that thing, right? Like that's got to look natural. Thank you very much for letting us know that, Sergeant Pickles, and for the super chats. Braun with the super chat. Thank you very much. Hackstall genius. Power play fixed. Everyone scores. Everything is perfect. We're winning the cup. But seriously, Matty and Tye is something I want to see all year. Me too. I just want to see it. I've been talking about it all night already on here. I'm sure everybody's sick of me talking about it. But it is something that I think needs to happen, is those guys need to be playing together for all the reasons that I've already mentioned. Light with another super chat. What's this? Multiple super chats. Thank you all very, very much. Another guy who needs some recognition is Bjorky, who with his 3-point night has had his best point production night as a member of the Kraken. Yes, Oliver Bjorkstrand is such an unsung hero player on this team. Got moved around. We heard him talk about leaving the Yanni Gourde line, how much he kind of missed playing with them, but he was excited for the new opportunity on the second line to play with Wenberg and Schwartz and see what he could do there. We saw what he could do tonight with the 3-point night, as you mentioned. He's just such a solid player all the way around. Love to see him get that empty netter there, get his first goal of the season. Hopefully that gets him going a little bit. We all know about how snake bitten the first half of last year was for him. If he could come in and kind of score at the levels we know he can at the NHL level, it's going to be a big deal for this team and help provide some of that secondary scoring. Although on nights like tonight, who knows how much of that secondary scoring they really need. Just the whole team can score goals in bunches, apparently. Oliver Bjorkstrand is such a fantastic player. I'm going to say it. I still want to see him play with Berkey. I still just think those guys would gel a little bit together, given their play styles. All right. Thank you everybody for all the super chats. Gonna jump back up here in the comment section. I'm gonna be dancing around a little bit. Not gonna be able to hit everybody's 145 people in here. I'm sure you all understand. If I do skip a comment of yours, just throw it in at the bottom again, and I'll try to get to it. got some studs up here from Sergeant Pickles and James. We'll start with James. Got it in here first on my end. Matty Studs, his face off, still falling down a lot, somehow getting it done. Matty Duds, his D was suspect tonight and looks a bit clumsy on offense, still getting feet under him this year. So I guess they're all Matty Studs and Duds there. Yeah, his face off's just night and day from last year. We talked about that with that first super chat. He's just learned so much. Face-offs are slowing down for him. He's learning the tips and tricks. He's learning what he can do. I think the weight he added and that he can hopefully keep this year is going to help him a lot when it comes to that as well, just because, face-offs can get physical. There's a lot of, this kind of stuff. And so I think that's a big deal as well for him. But yes, night and day. Defense, I think he's trying to focusing on the offense right now, trying to get that stuff going. He's still one of the most reliable young two-way centers in this league, though. So I'm not too worried about any sort of defensive issues he's got going on right now. Sergeant Pickles, studs only, belly bingo, Kartye party, cue the dance party, yeet. I know. Oh, that's true. Who got the fish? Who were throwing fish tonight? I want to know that too. See who the 3 stars were. Looks like Vince Dunn, Tye Kartye, and Belmar for the 3 stars of the game. That's a great lineup right there. Yeah, 3-point night for Vince Dunn. He looks so good. I'm telling you, he's going to get going now. Vince Dunn's going to get going now for sure. Kraken 7 goals by 7 different players. That was a classic 2022-2023 Kraken multi-goal victory, fam. That was a great first win. They're coming now. That is right. They are. This team is awakened. It's the way it is. They were taking so many shots. Like I have the thing up, right? The Kraken had so many shots. They had 3 goals on 125 shots. But you look at them compared to the other teams that were also kind of struggling in the shooting percentage, and like they're just light years ahead of everybody as far as the amount of shots taken. The Kraken were really doing a good job of trying to be that volume shooting team. And tonight the dam finally broke. Great to see it. Michael, I actually love it when the Kraken shut me up and make me look like a fool. Great job tonight, boys. A 7 spot, y'all. Hey, I've said it many times before on here too. When I've called somebody out or I've made a claim, I've tried to plant a flag, right? I'm totally fine when the Kraken prove me wrong, right? Like I will take that all day long if that's what it means. If it means the Kraken are going to go out there and play well. So I'm right there with you, Michael. Gatorade Fun is back, y'all. Yes, it is. I will definitely get back to that when RJ joins and I can take a sec. Aaron, winning is good. Justin, I'm so happy. Isaac, I like wins. DJ Siegeltone with the woo. I mean, everybody is just coming in. Everybody's so excited. I love seeing this. I'm so happy we get to do this all again. Everybody celebrate and have the dance party. Gilberto, card sticking up for Father Canner. You love to see it. You do. I mean, he's the complete package, Tye Kartye. He just is. Oh man, I can't wait to see how many 52 jerseys we're going to start seeing around Climate Pledge Arena, because I got to think that it's going to be a lot, if it isn't already. If you've been to one of these 2 Kraken games, let me know if I'm already late to that Kartye party. I will accept it. But yeah, I got to think that that's coming. Dylan, which of the 7 goals was your favorite from Striatic? That is a very good question, Striatic. I like the moves that Matty did that led to the Kartye goal. I really like the moves that Matty did there. But I might, you know what? I'm going to go with the Vince Dunn one, that second power play goal, because it was one of those that you just saw it coming. Like the moment Vince Dunn approached that puck, you could just tell what he was going for. And then when it just happened, you can tell he hit it right perfectly in the sweet spot. You know what that feeling feels like if you played hockey, if you played golf, baseball, right? Whenever you're like taking a swing at something and you hit it just right and it goes right where you want it and it just passes right past that goaltender, like it's just perfect. And that's what that goal looked like. Like I was getting like a dopamine rush just watching him score that goal, and the way he just picked the corner. I love that Vince Dunn goal, but that Belmar goal was really, really solid too. And shout out to Schwartz too, before the injury, just staying calm in that situation where he collects that puck right? It comes in, it bounces off his skate. He's able to collect it, stay calm, make a move, beat the goaltender to get that first power play goal. That was an impressive one as well. But yeah, I think my personal favorite was the Vince Dunn one, but would love to hear in the comment section from all of you as well. Russ, me going through and deleting all my negative tweets. Season 3, it's happening, folks. I know. We're probably all in that boat, realistically. Daniel, how far up the NHL goals for rankings did we move tonight? I mean, this isn't updated for everyone else, but the Kraken adding 7 to get up to 10 is definitely going to put them in the top half of the league instead of scraping the bottom of the barrel. So we're going to move up a decent amount for sure. The shooting percentage one is the one I'm really intrigued by. Entering the game at 2.4, going to go up a lot. Edward, here I am, rock you like we just rocked the Hurricanes. Oh, I love it, Edward. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Good play on the song there. Let's see. Everybody with the dance party emojis. I love seeing that too. Every forward with a point tonight. Great team win from Chris. Wow. Is that, I mean, I'm not doubting you. I totally believe that that's possible. And everybody but Eberle, I thought, got an assist on the Kartye goal. Oh, they gave it to Borgen. Oh no, Jordan Eberle. What? Come on. So only one forward without a point tonight, unfortunately. Jordan Eberle gets it, but you know what? I have a feeling he's probably okay with that. Alex, lemon lime, questionable flavor choice, but we'll let it slide. Alex, you've been here like since the beginning. You know what's up. Get out of here, okay? Get out of here. You know lemon lime's the best. Come on. Brian, how do you fend off against 7 different goal scorers? You don't. You take the L. That's right. You do. You just have to deal with it. And that's if you can get 7 different goal scorers, this is the strength of the Kraken. They don't have that top tier finisher, right? That guy who can kind of come through for them when they're really needing a goal, needing somebody to finish. All the stuff we were talking about through those first 4 games where we were like, come on, they need somebody. But this is why they're built with depth. They're built with a bunch of guys who can score. They're not going to score all the time, but they can score. And when you get all of them scoring like this, it's impressive. Braun with the super chat here. Thank you very much, Braun. Post-injury lines, if it was up to me, Tye Kartye, Matty Beniers, Jared McCann, Bjorkstrand. Oh, just jumped on me. Apologies. Bjorkstrand, Wenny, Berkey. I like that one. Eberle, Yanni, and Tolvanen. And then Hayden, Belmar, Yamamoto. Those are some interesting lines you got there, Braun. So I like Tye Kartye and Matty Beniers for sure. Jared McCann, I mean, that's talk about offensive firepower on that first line. That's definitely an interesting one. Bjorkstrand, Wenny, Berkey, I'm with you 100%. That is a line I want to see. And then Eberle, Yanni, and Tolvanen. That one would be interesting. I would love to see Jordan Eberle play with Yanni Gourde. That would be very, very fascinating to see. Just because Yanni Gourde is somebody who is going to go to the front of the net, all that kind of stuff. That would be very fascinating. And then, yes, John Hayden. Whenever we get John Hayden in the lineup, but I'm happy, right? Like I'm all about that. I think that's good. Jake saying, because I'm down here, ESPN app has Ebbs with an assist. Yeah, I'm on the NHL website right now because Root on the broadcast had Eberle with that assist. So I guess it was changed to Borgen. I guess we'll find out in a little bit here what's going on with that one. And then Alex with the Glacier Freeze. Look, I would have Glacier Freeze at 2, but Lemon Lime at number 1. Like, come on. All right. Let's see. Cameron, Cartier's journey reminds me of Tyler Johnson's. It does. I mean, it's a phenomenal story. I mean, as everybody is just so pumped up about Tye Kartye here. I love it, love it, love it. Mario Kart 7 is such a perfect line name from Striatic. Oh my gosh, it would be perfect. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Got the Mario Kart for Maddie, right? The Mattio. Then you get Kartye for Kartye, then 7 for Eberle. Oh my God. Make it happen. Make the shirt. We'll sell it. Oh, that's fantastic, Striatic. Very, very good. Very, very good. Oh, man, so good. The Hurricane has finally awoken the Kraken and brought a storm of goals to the surface from Lindsay. Love it, Lindsay. Yes. Definitely, definitely. Oh, man. Sean, love for Bjorky. I love to see him really keep it going this season. Definitely. Tammy Berkey did a lot of good things tonight too. He did. I mean, he was in part responsible for kicking this whole thing off, right? With the play that he made. You saw Allison Lucan break that down during the first intermission. All the good stuff that he did to help make that first goal from Yanni Gord happen, including, sending the puck down there vaguely towards the net, which is sometimes what you need to do, especially if you have two guys net front. You're just kind of sending it. You're hoping for a redirect. You're hoping for a rebound chance. You're just looking for something, because when you have two guys net front like that, a goaltender can't see anything. Good things can happen if you send that puck. And Berkey is the kind of guy who knows that. He's played enough in this league, big time moments, won some cups, and that's what we saw. And then Yanni Gord, right? Perfect guy to have net front just to be able to, pull something like that off. I think that's good. Cameron, is this our first win against Carolina? Anyone know? No, I'm pretty sure going into the season, the only team we were winless against was still the Tampa Bay Lightning, which I believe we face off against them later this month. But yeah, we beat Carolina. As Damage Case is saying, back in year one, we did. That was like the first big win the Kraken kind of ever had, if I recall right. And I believe it was also in Seattle. But that was like that first win that was like, wow, we can do this, right? So yeah, that's a good call there from Sean and Damage Case. Good stuff. Steven, nice to see Maddie get a point finally. Man, he's been kind of invisible. Feel like a flurry is coming though. Agreed. I mean, he's definitely going to be due for some stuff. I guess I'd push back a little bit on the invisible stuff. We've been talking about, in every game up until last game, he had either a breakaway or a 2-on-1 opportunity. He was helping create some stuff. He was trying, I feel like, to forecheck a little bit too much, right? You go back and we talked about it in the first game, him trying to help set up that goal in the Vegas game. In the Nashville game, he had some instances where it just felt like he was trying to forecheck in the corners, and it just wasn't really working. It wasn't fitting with his style. He wasn't able to really generate anything off of it. But I think Maddie is kind of on, and tonight you saw him just be a skilled guy, right? Like he's one of the most skilled guys on the team, if not the most skilled guy on the team with the puck. And that's what we saw from him tonight, as he is able to make that sick move, dance around the defense, set up Kartye perfectly. As Kartye is flying in, you know how hard it is to send that pass on somebody who's just barreling full speed towards the goaltender and just get it perfectly where Kartye can get his stick on it. I mean, it was a phenomenal play from Maddie. So hopefully that gets the confidence up for Maddie a little bit. He's going to try to be a little bit more showy offensively because he can pull it off, and we start seeing those points and goals coming for him. I would be very, very excited about that. B, if Karts gets bumped up to first line minutes, I'm starting my Tye Kartye for Calder Trophy campaign immediately. Calling it. I think we would all be on board with that, B. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a competitive field with Connor Bedard and everybody going on this year than maybe we had last year. But yeah, Tye Kartye, first line. I mean, he would put up some great numbers. For sure. Cheshire Cat Dunn looked great tonight. He did. This was his breakout game for the new season. I'm hoping he can keep that up. Definitely. Lots to talk about Maddie in here. That's good. Lindsay's the Oilers lost tonight, which means that the Kraken have more points than Edmonton in the standings. Ooh, I like it. James, went to buy a Tye Kartye jersey just now, and he isn't one of the lads on Fanatics website. Shaking my head. Is it one that you can get customized though? I wonder. But yes, as Damage Case is pointing out there as well. He just got called up from the AHL. I know they were selling them at KCI. And I know that they're probably selling them at the layer at CPA, but agreed, for those of us who aren't like there, it would be nice to be able to get those. I got to think they'll be up soon, or you could customize it. Although I know that costs more usually, so I understand the frustration around that. Let's see. Just the existence of the second goal made it my fave from Rebecca. The second goal being the Schwartz one, the power play. You mean? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I know. I thought that was a great goal. Like I said, the patience. That's a tough spot that Jaden Schwartz found himself in, where you collect that puck all alone. coming off a bounce off of your skate. You got to corral the puck. You got to turn around and then think about shooting. There's a lot going on there. The defense is coming to just smack you. You know what I mean? Like, and you're in tight. The goalie can start poke checking at any moment. It's a tough situation, but he showed that he's got that good veteran presence. There's a reason he plays there on the power play, was he knows what to do when you're in that spot. Lindsay, even though the first half of the third period nearly gave me a heart attack, 7 goals is way more fun than 1 per game. That's what I was saying. Yes, it is. Oh, I love this. Jay, what a good first game of the year to be at. Dude, congrats, Jay, going to that game. Yes, you picked a good one for sure. Harvey, Kartye's goal is my favorite of the night. Just pure backyard hockey, string pass from your buddy and slamming it past the college goalie. Love it. Couldn't have described it better, Harvey. That was fantastic. Good stuff there. Let's see. Sergey, you wouldn't believe it. First, we got a warm-up puck from Maddie. Wow, congrats. That's really awesome. Then I caught this game puck from JT, and then finally we won. What a night. You're the one who caught the puck from JT, the one that bounced in between the glass and he tossed it. That was on the Root broadcast. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's really awesome stuff there. Oh, that's so cool. And thanks for being here. I hope you had fun at the game. Let's see here. Cucumber lime from Jake. Oh, I think you brought that up last year, Jake. I don't know. I still have to try that. I haven't tried that. DJ Singleton, I actually can't wait to watch the replay of this game. No, this would be a good one for sure. Jessica with the super chat. Thank you very much, Jessica. OMG, fourth line. I love them so much. Pebbles was awesome tonight. Downward spiral from despair squid has been reversed. What a night. I love Karts. I think we're all there with you. I mean, we've just been gushing about Tye Kartye this entire post-game live. I feel like that's really what it is. I'll just rename it next time. It'll be the Kartye party presented by Flat Stick Pub. I think that's what we can just call it next time. I don't think I'd get much pushback is what I'm saying if I did make that change. Everybody's on board as I'm down here looking at it, the Kartye for Calder campaign, all that stuff. Bedard, watch your back from Striatic. Love it. Definitely good stuff here. Rusty Railroad, hopefully Schwartz is okay. Yes, we're probably not going to get any news about that now. That's just traditionally how it goes. They always got to do all the sorts of, all the testing, imaging, all of that kind of stuff on the injuries. We would have our first idea on that tomorrow if they had practice. If it's like last year when they win, they don't practice. So it wouldn't surprise me if Dave Haxtell calls off practice and then we won't know anything until morning skate on Saturday. So yes, hopefully he's fine. Hopefully it's nothing long-term or nothing serious. Just from like a human perspective, we don't want that, right? But as far as when we would know any of that information, my money would be on sometime Saturday morning would be when. Let's see here. Thanks for the replay, Dylan. Best vibes tonight. No problem, Steven. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Lee's saying, yeah, it's there as custom. 202 though. Damn. Yeah, like the custom jerseys, it does add like a premium to it. So we'll see if Kartye gets added as an option. Or I also wonder if you're not in Seattle, does anybody know if you can contact the lair and kind of like do like an over the phone order type thing? And if they just have them made, they can send it to you or something like that. Does anybody know has anybody tried that? Am I old school for like thinking about like talking on phones? Whoa. Cause I mean, I would totally understand. And I would agree with you, cause I don't talk on the phone either. Campaign for Kartye to get Calder votes. Not quite as catchy on a t-shirt. Lol. Carts for Calder, as Becca pointed out. Yeah, that's a good one. Daniel, are we at the same place we were at points wise as we were after 5 last year? I don't think so. I mean, the Kraken had a slow start last year as well. We know that, but I don't think it was quite this slow. Let's see how fast I can work hockey reference here as I'm on last year's team. So we got the overtime loss to start the season last year in Anaheim, and then we beat the Kings game too. So we had 3 points 2 games in last year. So definitely not as fast a start as we had last year. But then the Kraken proceeded to lose in overtime, win, lose, and then wins really started pouring in at the end of October. As I'm looking at things from last season here. So if the Kraken can get things into gear here a little bit before the end of October, then they can end the month ahead of schedule from last year. But right now it's starting off a little slower than they did last year. But good question, Daniel. I like that. Let's see. You can order them from the team store online. Okay, there we go. So that's also an option for everybody. Let's go from that. Let's see. Blue Line package finally getting a win. Oh my gosh, Aaron, you're right. Oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, wow. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Oh yes. Last year that was such a thing. I wonder if it'll be reversed this year. Let me know if we have the blue and red line package people in post-game live chat here. Let me know. Marfungal, gonna wait until the Winter Classic jerseys get revealed to get a new jersey right now. I'm between Tolvanen, Bjorkstrand, and Kartye. Look, Tolvanen, Bjorky, great choices. If Kartye's still playing like this, if he gels with Maddie, it'd be really hard not to go Kartye. Like maybe I'm just letting the moment and the day get to me, but it would be really hard not to. And then Alan pointing out Kartye almost getting a Gordie Howe hat trick. That is true, and I believe that would still be the first Gordie Howe hat trick in Kraken history had it happened, which is, it's the way it goes for the Kraken. We got RJ here to join us. So let's hear from you. Getting a little feedback.
Oh, huh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you quiet, but I also I hear me more.
There's also that weird alarm sound going on behind me, so maybe that's it as well.
Yeah. All right, RJ. I'll try to keep this short. What did everybody have to say? I got to imagine it was very joyful.
Yes, it was very joyful, and I think there was some relief, but also just a lot of joy. Tye Kartye, it seemed like the happiest of the whole group. And why shouldn't he be, right? After scoring technically his first NHL goal, having the game that he had, and didn't get the answer that we expected off the first question of, well, how was it? That fight, standing up for your teammates. Like, honestly, not great.
Yeah.
I kind of got beat up there, But he said it with a smile.
You're gonna have to come closer. We just can't hear you.
All right, is this any better?
Little bit.
Oh,
We're still hearing me though.
Huh? That's odd. Maybe I should leave and try and fix it here.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try to get that figured out. There with RJ so everybody can hear him. I got to imagine things in the locker room must have been fantastic. Everybody must have been pumped up for this one. Feeling good. Again, it's some solid stuff. Thank you everybody for the echo. That is the word that I was trying to explain to RJ there. We'll try to figure this out. Hopefully him rejoining will work on StreamYard's end of things. I got to imagine, no practice tomorrow. Everybody's going to be feeling good. I still want to see the picture of Kartye wearing the hat because that's got me pumped up. That whole situation. Going to come back over here in the comments though. Wind so powerful it broke the audio. That's right, B. That's exactly what happened. That's 100% what's happening and what happened. Becca, Dylan, is your audio giving feedback off RJ's? No, it's on RJ's end, I think. Casey, I like the echo. Bring it back. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. No, I think it would have to be on RJ's end because I'm using the mic and then I've got the headphones. That's normally not a problem. Where he's just got the audio coming out of his phone and then the mic on his phone. Let's see here. Joey was amazing. I will always say I heart Joey from Jessica. Joey was great. I know, like, statistically, this wasn't the best night for Joey, but Joey was rock solid. He made made a lot of really big saves, right? There were, for all the great things that happened in this game, there were some times where the defense did break down around him, and Joey was able to come up pretty big and really, really help them out. And he made some phenomenal saves. What I really loved about him was Carolina, obviously they must listen to me, because they were shooting a lot for the pads to generate rebounds and then try to get something going that way. And Joey did a fantastic job of using his pads to redirect the puck, right? And get it out of the dangerous areas. I mean, there was the one time where he directed it over here. There was right to a guy. He then had to make that save, directed it back over here, right to another guy. He had to come back and make that save. But I thought his rebound control, that's the word I'm looking for. Rebound control was really, really solid tonight, especially knowing that they were shooting low. They were shooting for rebounds. And if you know that as a goaltender and that shot's coming in with any velocity, you know you've got to kick it out to the side. You've got to try to get it away from, the guy who's crashing the net, which Carolina did, successfully do twice, I believe, for 2 of their goals. So I thought that was a really, really big deal and underappreciated, under talked about probably aspect of Joey's game tonight was that rebound control. Gonna try things again here right before I get to your super chat there, Jules. Gonna try things here with RJ. All right, we're getting background.
Hopefully this works. Can you hear me better?
You're louder. There's
no more, but I cannot hear you.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
No. All right. Gonna read out the super chat here from Jules. So glad to see a Kraken win. Can't wait to watch the game. Also fun. With we late. The Clippers poured 5 large bags of popcorn on the rookie card. Getting the echo again, dude.
Back to bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do you have headphones or something? Okay. We'll figure this out. Of course on the win, right? The night it goes bad. Of course. The one night we really want to hear how everything went. That sounds really fun though, Jules. The 5 large bags of popcorn on the rookie card. That's some good stuff. Because yes, it was opening night for the NBA, I believe. So hope you had fun working the game. Stuff to cover the seats for sure. Stratic with a huge 2-period workload. Joey was fantastic. The Canes made him work, and he was up to the task. I agree. I mean, Joey was just rock solid tonight. Super, super happy with him. Joey bailed them out quite a few times in the first and second periods. He did great despite the save percentage. He's super solid. Agreed. Steven, double up on the Rangers coming in off a loss at home versus Nashville. That's certainly the plan. Shesterkin always gives us fits, particularly at Climate Pledge. So hopefully we figured out those October Rangers home game demons. We'll find out. And then Joey the man, love it. All right, we're gonna give it another go, RJ.
All right, hopefully we figured out those audio demons. Can you hear me better?
Yes, you're crazy loud though. Okay. There you go.
Can you lower me, or should I do it?
Yes. No, I lowered you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I don't know how much you heard from before about the locker room and everything in there, but yeah, the guys were super happy. Do you need me to lower the volume a little more?
You're distorted, but I think the level's okay.
Okay.
Let me know. Everybody in chat.
Yeah, sorry, everybody. All right, so I'll give it a try here. So, I mean, where was I? So Jared McCann, I mean, his face just lit up when he was asked about Tye Kartye stepping in there to stand up for him in that fight. Said, it's a Sioux boy protecting the Sioux boy, standing up for Sioux boy. So I thought that was pretty cool. Both of them with Sault Ste. Marie, the same junior team. And then funniest moment after the game, though, from Dave Hackstall. I don't know if you all noticed on the broadcast. I think I saw a couple tweets directed at us. The smile on Dave Hackstall's face after the game ended, right? I don't know if you could see it on the broadcast, but it was an unusually large smile from him. And so he was asked about that. Talking about, how did you enjoy the moment there with that smile? And, of course, kind of with a straight face, he said, I smile all the time. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
Of course.
But, I mean, got tons of laughs from all of us. Again, he has this great deadpan sense of humor. So really enjoyed that from Dave. And, he had an optimistic way of looking at things and, talked about some tests, some learning moments in this game. There certainly were some. But the big takeaway I thought for me was saying how when the Hurricanes came back to make it a close game again, he said, I felt we needed that test. That was something that we needed. I'm glad we got that test because we passed that test.
Yeah, No, it's very true. Thanks. I see the correction there, Christian. But we did beat Shusterkin last year at CPA. Love that. Yeah, lots of good things in here, RJ. About Edward, RJ too quiet or too loud. There is no middle. Casey
Yeah,
up the
pretty
back
much.
anyway. I could get him. Jake, he's just yelling from excitement. That's probably
Yes,
what it is.
yes, lots of excitement.
Yeah, all right. You don't actually need to yell, RJ.
Okay, sorry everybody.
And also, like Lindsay, RJ didn't get invited to the Cartier party. No, you have to actually be in the real Cartier party down there. I mean, I hear he got the hats. I can't wait to see like
He
a
did?
picture of that.
I know. I can't wait to see that one too. Yeah, we just saw the hat at his locker stall before we got him. We were waiting to get him for the scrum there, but of course the hat was right there, and yeah, he he definitely got the hat tonight and earned it. I mean, look, standing up for your teammate like that is huge. The guys talked about that, how important that is, and to see that kind of leadership from a rookie too. I mean, it just says everything about Tye Kartye's game and why coaches have been raving about him since last year.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. Let's see. Strayatic, please discuss the Kraken's box play perfection. I mean, the PK, they allowed their first goal of the season, RJ, but you know what? Still looked really solid.
Yeah, absolutely. And while the game was still in a close state and everything, and they did really well, and also just having the shorthanded chance, right? They're kind of reached the next level of that evolution where now they are attacking a little bit. And they really had numbers on that rush too. Vince Dunn recognized it. He wasn't the first guy on that puck. He was the second layer to it, but knowing that they had the numbers and they were okay attacking. And then, of course, aiming for the pads for that rebound. Just awesome play by Vince Dunn there. Belmar finishes it off for his first as a Kraken. And good to see him really excited there too. I don't know if the broadcast showed the fish yeet from Belmar.
Oh,
yeah, that was pretty cool. He just, chucked it underhand. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something I wanted to catch up on as well. Was all the yeets, because we haven't had them yet. Really looking forward to that. Rebecca, Hackstall feels human emotions. Can confirm. RJ can confirm.
Can confirm. Yeah, as much as we may think otherwise, sometimes it is true.
Yes. Becca, RJ, did you ever get a new mask?
Did I ever get a new mask?
You mean
for
ECH mask? Is that what you mean, Becca? Let us
know.
I'll come back.
I don't know. Well, I know Joey's new mask was supposed to arrive today, and so
That's great.
Yeah, so I got the pictures. I mean, that's not my purview. That's Jen, but yeah, I think it was supposed to arrive today.
Yeah. Ayers, I know it's way too early. Is there a chance to get 2 Calder winners back to back? There's always a chance, RJ. We've been talking about this a lot just because, we don't know the situation with Jaden Schwartz. I'm assuming you guys didn't get any update on that.
No.
Yeah, okay. Didn't think so. But I'm all about Tye Kartye needs to be playing with Matty Beniers. The chemistry was apparent from game 5 of Colorado last year. It's still apparent now. They have to play together, RJ. Give him first line minutes on Matty's wing.
They looked brilliant in their time together, and unfortunately, it had to come as a result of Jaden Schwartz missing some time with injury. And Dave Haxtell did talk a little bit about that. He said we kind of just went back to something we were familiar with from the playoffs, and it really worked out. So I would like to see more of that. Tye Kartye, I think it was last postgame that we got a question, what changes in the lineup would you make? And I mean, that's the first one I went to, is putting Tye Kartye up there with Matty Beniers and Jordan Eberle. And it works so well. They've got that chemistry together. And also it got Matty going just a little bit. Yeah. That pass over to him, I mean, that's probably the best play we've seen him make all season. I think it really energizes him as well.
Yeah, already everybody's been coming up with some great nicknames as Tammy's having me tell you about the nicknames. Mattio Kart 7.
Yes, love it. That's perfect? I got to run that by the guys. See if they support it. That's pretty cool. If that line stays together.
Yep. No, it's the way it goes.
Also, I'm realizing after the game, we got Kartye. I should have asked him if he was inspired by having the Calder Trophy in the building all day today. It was there at practice. It was there here for the game. Maybe looking at that. Got some Calder Trophy ambitions there.
Yeah, no, he could start a good campaign for it. Now Striatic had a question earlier, RJ, about which of the 7 goals, which was my favorite. I'm going to ask you that. I'll tell you my pick, though, just to give you a sec to think about it, because there was a lot of goals you got to go through.
I know, right?
I said the Vince Dunn one because it was just one of those, like, everything lines up perfectly, right? Like, he hits the puck perfectly. It's right in that sweet spot. It just flies exactly where he wants it. It looks clean and perfect. So I said the Vince Dunn one, as Daniel's pointing out in chat here. Dunn has 5 points in 5 games, because I also think this is the game that's going to get Vince Dunn going here for this new season, RJ.
Yeah, it sure feels like it. I mean, he looked like the Vince Dunn that we remember from last season. I think this is the first game all year that he probably did look like that, even though he's got the 5 points in 5 games. I think 3 of them tonight, right? He's been putting up points occasionally when the Kraken have scored, but this one he looked fully like Vince Dunn. And so for my favorite goal, though, because thanks for giving me a little time to think about it, I'm going to go with the Jared McCann goal off that pass from Bjorkstrand behind the net. And I really like that one for a couple of reasons. There's the goal itself, where I love the vision from Bjorkstrand to find McCann, and of course McCann doing what he does. This has been an issue for the Kraken in the first 4 games, is just the skilled players needing to step up and be their best players and finish. And that was a finisher's type goal off of a really good playmaker's play. But the other reason I like it is because that was kind of that response goal, the start of passing that test, of coming back in the game once the Hurricanes had answered to you and made it close, pulling back away. And the Kraken, one thing I like about their play too is they didn't sit back. They didn't go into a box and just try and bleed off the last few minutes of the third period. That is not a way to win a hockey game. They went out, they attacked, and I think it was the first 3 or so minutes after that Canes goal to make it 4-3, where the Kraken didn't allow a shot on goal, and they were putting shots on goal. They were spending that time in the Kane zone, and it culminated in that goal. That's why it's my favorite.
Yeah. Speaking of Jared McCann, Chris, poor McCann got demolished. Hope he's okay as well. I mean, he was able to finish the game, so that's certainly a good sign. Again, though, I'm assuming nothing from anybody there.
Yeah, well, we talked to him after the game. He was one of the 3 players we got. So if he was hurt at all, we wouldn't have gotten to talk to him. So he is absolutely fine. He was in good spirits. He looked okay, and yeah, but just to see Tye Kartye stepping up for him regardless, that was really good to see.
Yep. Jake Canner worked hard for that goal too, keeping play alive behind the net. He did. I mean, I do like that goal in the sense that it was like, the Kraken had a plan and they went in and they worked hard and they executed the plan. And that's been few and far between so far this year. So yeah, I could get behind that goal for sure. Ayers saying with the line nickname, the Matai line. I like this from Alex. Matai Ebneers. That's kind of your goalie fusion over on Twitter today when you fused Grubauer and Joey Decord to make something. It looked good for what it was supposed to be, is what I'm gonna say about that. And then got a question here from Joey. When does the Winter Classic jersey come out?
I don't know when the Winter Classic jersey comes out. Not sure. I'm looking over at my source for these things. He says his lips are sealed. He's not sure. So yeah, we don't know.
There you go. From the secret source off camera, don't know. Or not allowed to say. Ty, poll, who's your Winter Classic jersey pick? He's going Yamamoto all day. I think that's a pretty good one. Right now, though, RJ, all night I've been like, Kartye jerseys are going to really start popping up around CPA after this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've already seen a few, too. And remember when we were in Coachella Valley, too? Yes. Looking at some of the player jerseys, he was already a very popular option there. So I'm sure that'll continue here in Seattle.
Definitely. Alex is guessing around Thanksgiving. I think that's probably around the right time. I'm going to go ahead and do a last call. If I skipped a comment earlier when chat was super busy, feel free to throw it in now, everybody, as we kind of approach wrapping things up. Tammy, having never played hockey, the hand-eye coordination for Yanni's goal impresses me to no end. It is. I mean, anytime you see somebody tip a puck, RJ, you're certainly better at it than I am. It's a really fun and cool thing to see.
It is, and it's so much harder than it looks, too. If you have a hockey stick lying around or even a tennis ball or something, have someone else throw it at you and just try and tip it. See how hard that is to do. And Yanni, he makes it look easy, but the reason it looks so easy is because he spends so much time practicing that. You'll notice that just about every day in practice, every morning skate. After practice is over, he goes to the front of the net with the goalie there and gets some shots from the point and just tips them puck after puck after puck. That's the only way to get that good at it, really, is just repetitions, and Yanni puts in the work.
Yeah, you totally stole Tye's thunder because he responded.
Oh.
He stays after practice and works on them. It's thousands of reps. Yeah, I mean, it certainly is, right? It's a ton of reps. You see that with a lot of hockey players when they get known for kind of one thing. They just go out there and they just go for it, like constantly, all the time. Let's see here. If it's a vintage style jersey, I think Old Man Schwartz would be a good choice from Striatic regarding the Winter Classic jersey choices. Chris, we were 1 goal short of the Kings game record of 8 from last year. Yeah, I mean, I remember that game very, very well. Also got 8 against the Blackhawks, the Senators, and the Coyotes last season. I mean,
a lot of 8-goal games for the Kraken last season.
And that Kings game was actually 9-8 victory. They got to 9.
Yes, they got 9. Time.
Yes. And they also got to 8 against the Sharks at one point last year as well. Crazy season to think about that. Like, just crazy.
One thing too, after the game, McCann was asked if that kind of felt like last season a little bit with all the goals coming and also 13 different players registering a point for the Kraken tonight. And he said, oh yeah, absolutely. It kind of feels like last season.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, where was it? Shay, welcome to the Kartye Party, boys. Everyone's invited, definitely. Kyle, do you think we can keep winning faceoffs if we don't start losing faceoffs?
Hadn't thought about it like that.
It's definitely a way to go, for sure. Like it. And yeah, the bottom line is we talked about that at the very beginning, RJ. I think Belmar being around, being able to teach everybody and work with them day in, day out on faceoffs is why we've seen such a turnaround season to season.
Yeah, like the Yanni tips. You see it happen at practice every single time. Belmar working with some of the centers on faceoffs, and you're starting to see that progression. That's why they brought him in. Also, one fun stat I just wanted to throw in there real quick. The 3 Kraken with the lowest ice time each scored a goal tonight. I just thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, you know, they knew what they needed.
Schwartz, Belmar, and Kartye. Yeah.
Yep, that's what you need. That's what you need to do. Daniel at 4-3, I shut the radio off and took a shower. What a nice surprise I found after my shower. Definitely. Jake.
Sometimes you got to do something different to change up the momentum, though. Good job.
Jake, Happy Lemieux didn't bite Kartye. Definitely. That would have been bad.
That was definitely a conversation piece in the press bridge. We already had that on our minds. So when that fight broke out, we were thinking about it.
Yep. Lindsay, the Sharks are still winless and the Kraken are not at the bottom of the sea with them anymore. All is right in the ocean. Definitely. Good stuff. Big vibes in chat tonight have been so good. This win just feels all the better for being such a good game. Such a long time coming. I agree, B. It's been great in here with everybody. Thanks all for joining us. And let's see. Edward goal. PEB middle name is Edward. I'm counting it. That's true. You did. You got it. You got an Edward goal there. Let's see. Tammy, how much ice time did Dunn have? I swear he was always on the ice, lol. Dunn had 22:55, which was just a little bit. RJ, I guess the defenseman who had the second most ice time in this game.
Jamie Alexiak.
It was Jamie Alexiak with 22:32. That's a little surprising, no?
Yeah, I think I checked after the first period or sometime in the middle of the second, and Alexiak was actually leading the team in ice time. That's why I guessed him, because I just remembered he was up there higher than I would have expected.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Tye, grossest goal. Maddie playing like junk for 2 period. Pushes through and delivers an absolute killer apple. Tenacious play from our poised 20-year-old. Another point towards that C. Let's go, RJ. Do I get to start it already? We've got to win. I can go?
Go for it. Go for it. This starts it all off.
Maddie.
Calder Trophy is in the building tonight. Go ahead.
Talk about another C, right? C for Calder. That's what they say. Yeah, no, Matty Beniers is going to be the captain of this team. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Marfugel, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you very much for the reminder. And time to string some wins together. Definitely. I mean, I think they got a good chance of doing so too, RJ. This really feels like one of those games that can start something.
Absolutely. I think when you just break the dam of scoring goals, right? That seemed like the only area where they were really lacking was the finishing. And I said this earlier in the game too, when the Kraken, I think, had the power play goal and the shorthanded goal at that point. The Kraken are so good at 5-on-5, and even when they're playing poorly, even when they're losing games, they seem to be good at 5-on-5. When they are doing well at special teams, they just seem unstoppable.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Super chat here from Elizabeth. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. The law of averages finally kicked in. We needed to break the seal and score more than one goal. So much goodness. Power play looks so much better. The Maddie and Tye spark shines bright. A goal for Pierre Bellemare. Felt like us again. It did.
Yeah, it felt like last season's Kraken that we knew, and it was great to be in the building for that too. I think the crowd kind of realized that at a certain point too. Probably around goal 3 of the night, where just they're back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it did. I mean, there's just so much good. 2 power play goals, RJ. Like, come on,
Can't believe it.
What's that? Oh man, such good stuff. DJ Singleton, I will always be happy to hear System of a Down, even if not on purpose.
Oh, you guys can hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
They're blasting it down here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this post-game live, everybody, presented by Flatstick Pub. I mean, RJ, they've officially won a home game now. I think, it's time. I want to see people who go to that South Lake Union location for Flatstick Pub. They go out there, they get their $1 off the beer after the game. And I want to see, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, Discord, throw it in the Discord, right? Set up some meetups. There's a whole channel in there just to meet up with fellow ECH community members and Kraken fans. I think Flatstick Pub makes a great place to do that. And I can't wait to see people start sending us pictures from, celebrating some Kraken wins there, RJ.
Absolutely. I mean, great time right now. Go over there for $1 off beer after the game. Just show your Kraken ticket. And man, Dylan, I got to say, you are absolutely killing it with these. It makes me want to run over to Flatstick Pub right now.
You can. I'm sure they're open. Quick
true.
talk up there. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us for this one. First win of the season. It feels great. Thanks to everybody who gave super chats, and thanks to Flatstick Pub for sponsoring, as always. And we will see, Patreon's tomorrow for Red Glare Podcast, and we'll see the rest of you all on Saturday.